Welcome back to another episode of Branding Momentum Podcast. I'm Veronica Polo, your host, and today we're turning up the volume on your marketing game. We're diving into the realm of blending strategy and messaging, and the best part, we got a playlist of 6 actionable strategies that you can start actually rocking right now for immediate marketing impact. Hey, I'm Veronica Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, you're going to experience the new way to promote your business with clear and unique messaging by giving you actionable marketing and messaging strategies that get you interested leads to transform the lives of your audiences so that you build up your brand with continuous momentum. Get ready, because here's where we say no to outdated marketing strategies and society norms, and we say yes to change from the inside out. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. Okay, drum roll, please. Yes, we're doing the drum roll. Okay, number 1, set the stage for success. Clarify your goals. So think about your marketing strategy as the script of your show. If you're a fashion stylist, your goals could be to showcase your unique approach through style photo shoots that you've done of people, your clients, of yourself, or something like that. Similarly, if you're for example, an event planner, your goal might be to create unforgettable experiences for your clients. Like, clarity here is like tuning your instruments before, the big performance. So if you've been into an orchestra, before the director is out, the conductor, the first violin stands up and he tunes everybody. That's what I'm trying to say here, right? So the thing that I want to say is that imagine if you were, for example, a real estate agent, and your goal is to become the go-to expert in your local market. And this, all these examples that I will be giving you, even if I'm saying a realtor, a fashion stylist, an interior designer, whatever, these can be applied to so just don't think about the words that I'm saying as the service, but, apply them to you as well. Because otherwise you're going to think, oh, that's not for me, because that is actually for somebody that is doing that and I'm not doing that. Yes, all these strategies actually do apply to any service. So let me continue. So like I was saying, so imagine that you are a real estate agent and your goal is to become the go-to expert in your local market, right? Your strategy would involve, showcasing your in-depth knowledge of the neighborhoods, the market trends, and providing, valuable insight to those potential home buyers, right? So this is, creating the value and the knowledge that you may have. Number 2, craft a memorable chorus. Crafting irresistible messaging. That's what it means, right? So crafting your messaging is like writing the chorus in a hit song, that catchy tune that you always have that you know it immediately, right? So let's say you are an event planner and you create a message that, encapsulates your unique approach to events, something like tuning dreams into unforgettable events. Can be your catchy chorus that, resonates with your audience. Of course, it also depends with what kind of audience you would have, if that would resonate with them. So now let's say you are an interior designer and your messaging could revolve around the idea of transforming spaces into personalized, havens. A catchy message could be like elevating spaces one design at a time. Can be the memorable, chorus that sticks with your potential clients. I remember a long time ago, my company, one of the companies that I work with, we were organizing events. Our catchy phrase was, organizing your ideas. Your ideas, like we're taking your ideas and we're making them a reality because we were a company that organized events. So there you have it, right? Number 3, timing is everything. Sync your strategy and messaging. And what do I mean? Just like a drummer keeps, the rhythm, sync your strategy and your messaging timing. So, for instance, if you're a fashion stylist, you need to align your posts with fashion weeks or seasonal trends. So what this does is that actually keeps your messaging relevant and in tune with your audience interests, right? But also, suppose that you're an event planner and you're aiming to attract clients for holiday parties. Timing your messaging a few months before the holiday season, it ensures that those potential clients can have you in mind when they start planning for these kind of events. Right? Something like you help them visualize what it could be like, what they could have. And this goes to any other service. When you let people actually show them the transformation of what you can do for them, this is actually very powerful on social media, in writing, on emails, anything, right? Okay, number 4, building engagement crescendos and creating momentum. I love this one because it's part of this podcast is all about, momentum. So every great performance builds momentum, right? And as a service provider, you can do this by creating engagement crescendos. So if you're a real estate agent, for example, you launch a home feature Friday, a series where you showcase a new property every week and building anticipation and engagement, right? For example, let's say you are an interior designer and you're going to be creating a design tip Tuesday. That series could provide, bite-sized designs, insights every single week. And as the engagement, builds, you can, finish that series with a showcase of a complete room transformation, creating excitement and creating momentum. It's all about the timing. It's all about the momentum. When do you do it? How do you do it? How fast do you do it? Sometimes we get clients and we don't even say that we have those clients. Think about that. If you are able to say, I signed this client like in a matter of 48 hours, you are giving people a reason to listen. Why? Because these are your achievements as well. It's not all the time about selling, but sometimes you got to say, you know what? I got this client, this big brand, just sign me up. So, okay, I'm going to continue because I can babble all the time about this. Okay, number 5, harmony in multi-channel marketing. So what this will do is that it will reach all ears. Okay, just as the band, harmonizes with different instruments, your messaging can actually harmonize across multiple channels. So for instance, let's say you are a fashion stylist and you share outfit inspirations on Instagram. But what you can also do is create quick styling tips on TikTok. And you can create longer how-to videos on YouTube, for example. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to do the same everywhere, but you are in certain places where you can actually have more reach, have more ears. Now, if you're an event planner, you showcase your past events through, let's say, captivating photos on Instagram, right? While you are offering event planning, hacks and insights, for example, on a podcast. Actually, in October, we're going to be having my business partners here on the podcast. So that is a little bit what they will be doing. So this multi-channel approach ensures that you are reaching a wider audience. Okay, number 6, and this is the last one, the call to action encore. Rock your call to actions, right? Every great show deserves an encore. Like, yes, bravo, let's do it again. Yes, bravo, let's do it again. So does your marketing. So if you're a fashion stylist and your post with a call to action like swipe to shop this look, or direct them to, that audience, direct them to your website where they can actually find the items that you just styled if you're selling the clothes, okay? Let's be honest. Some stylists, we do not sell clothes. When I was a stylist, I didn't do that. But maybe you're styling it and then you're taking them to, I don't know, do a personal shopping, or they want to learn how to, use the colors. These are the sort of things that people want. So give them what they want, but take them somewhere and give those clear call to actions. Now, let's say that you are an event planner and you include at the bottom of your post, book a consultation. It could be a free consultation, but it needs to be on the posts that actually you're talking about events, not the ones that you're talking about tips and tricks and the kind of things that you are posting about certain events. You cannot use this call to action into all your posts because then people don't do it. Right. But what it does actually is that this encourages, potential clients to take action and get in touch with you and to discuss, maybe they want to get into an event. They want to organize something. They want to have a party, or they want to create a corporate event, or who knows, right? So be sure that the symphony of this practical strategies that you are starting to implement right now, you manage to rock without effort. You do them without effort. Because remember, every note you play contributes to the melody of your business success. Everything needs to be orchestrated, rehearsed sometimes, but sometimes we can be like a jazz player and we improvise, right? So don't forget to try and test and be sure that you're not forgetting your hooks, you're not forgetting your value, you're not forgetting your calls to actions. And also don't forget to subscribe and share the symphony and keep grooving towards your marketing goals. So I'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.